Hey, I'm John.
And I'm Ilka.
And we're students at the University of California, San Francisco and San Francisco State's Joint PT program.
Today we're going to show you a few exercises to help improve your développé à la seconde.
Basically, a développé requires good support of the standing leg, high extension and maximal turnout of the gesture leg, and a solid core to hold everything up. The iliopsoas is your main hip flexor. It attaches from the front of the lumbar spine to the back of the femur, so when it contracts, it brings the leg up and turns it out. It also stabilizes the spine. The deep external rotators, piriformis, gemellus superior and inferior, obturator internus and externus, and the quadratus femoris, are the muscles that rotate your hip externally. They attach from the sacrum and various parts of the pelvis into the greater trochanter, the bony part of your hip. The tensor fascia lata is a common compensator for a weak psoas. It attaches from the ASIS, the bony part in front of your hip, into the IT band running down the side of your leg. When it's used, it lifts your leg and actually turns your leg in as well. The transverse abdominis is the internal corset muscle that gives your trunk stability it needs when balancing to lift your leg. It wraps all the way around from the back of your spine to the front of your abs. Multifidus is a small set of muscles that stabilize the spine. They hold the column together and attach from one segment to another.
So the first exercise we're going to show you today is a basic strengthening exercise for the iliopsoas. So it provides a basic building block for whenever you do your développé. So you start with your legs in front of you, and you're going to lean back on your hands just slightly, but keep your back upright. Turn out your legs as much as you possibly can, and slowly lift one leg at a time towards the ceiling, maintaining maximal external rotation. In a study by Grossman and colleagues, they had dancers do this move for 5 minutes each day and found that the average improvement in développé height à la seconde was about 6 inches. So it's a pretty promising move.
Notice how Ilka keeps her back straight and avoids flexing forward at the trunk. And also she keeps her leg in maximal turnout throughout the movement.
Okay. So the next move we have to show you is part of the progression for développé. So now you've already got the strength of the iliopsoas, which is the basic building block for the développé. So now we're going to work on practicing the développé à la seconde with maximal precision. So you're going to start at sideline. You're going to make sure that you're coming out of your hips, so you're not scrunched in. Legs are extended, trunk is extended, and you rotate your legs and turn out as much as you possibly can. Go into passe, keeping the turnout, and then finally développé. The point of this is to practice your développé without having to stabilize in standing so that you can get the most perfect movement possible.
Notice how Ilka is staying straight up and down, not pitching forward or backward with her hips. She's not hip hiking on her top leg. She's keeping her hips nice and stacked. She's using her external rotators and feeling the work below her butt crease. And she's not using her rectus femoris. So she can feel that on the front of her thigh. And if she feels the tensor fascia lata muscle or her rectus femoris muscle popping out into her hand, she knows she's not doing it properly.
So this is the final move in our progression for working on développé à la seconde. You want to start at the bar. Make sure that your weight is even over your standing leg, so your weight is on the ball of your foot and not towards your extension leg. Trunk upright and neutral, and your external rotators and your turnout muscles are engaged. And what you're going to do is lift your leg off of the bar just slightly and lower back down. Now you do want to hold for 5 seconds and slowly lower back down.
Notice how we're trying to keep the trunk upright, so we're not flexing forward as we lift the leg and not leaning to the side as we lift the leg. The pelvis is going to stay as level as possible, so you're not hiking that hip up to get the leg off the bar.
This last exercise is for self-care. After you've done this whole progression of working your iliopsoas, you want to make sure that you also allow it to relax so that it doesn't stay contracted. So you tie a TheraBand around the bar, slip your leg through, And then lie back and allow the TheraBand to take the weight of your leg. And just relax here for 3 minutes so that your iliopsoas and all of your muscles are allowed to relax.
Start light and work in the range you can do properly for now, and progress onward only when you're ready.